Okay, video 4, I think I'm losing track here. We're deep into the building of the gauntlet here. So today what we're going to do is make the piece for the back of the wrist, and I actually don't remember what that piece is called. But it's probably one of the simplest pieces on there, and I'm just going to quickly do a template here. I'm going to do this once again at lightning speed. You'll see how utterly precise I am in the way I do this. Okay, so I want it to curve slightly in the center there, so I'm just making it, it'll have a little bit more reach that way when it starts moving in its rotation. Okay, that is about the shape that I'm going to need, so I'll transfer that to steel, a piece of 20 gauge here. And I'm just going to slip into the other room and get on Beverly and cut this out. You've seen this before, you don't need to see it again. Be back. So here's the piece of steel. Now I'm going to shape that. The important part of shaping this particular piece is to make room for this little bone protrusion here. Ulna, I believe. I think that would be the bone that's sticking out there. I think the tibia is on the foot or the leg. So I'm pretty sure that's an ulna. Anyway, doesn't matter. So what I need to do is, when that's positioned on the back of the hand, essentially I need to have a depression where it sits, so when you move it's not uncomfortable. Something like that. I'll just transfer it to the other side here. Grab our handy swage block. It's going to be the winning side, this one. I'll try to get some more depth in there. You have to be careful with this in that you don't want to hit at the sides where you're going to actually thin that out. You can shear that off very easily. Because this is just thin 20 gauge here, it's not as forgiving as the previous video, the knuckle rider, which was 14 gauge. I can actually be fairly cavalier about hitting the edges there because I've got so much material to work with. Here I have to be very aware of what's going on around that rim there. So I want to get a little bit more depth there, and you can see what I'm doing is using a smaller ball peen and getting that in so I can get some more depth into this bump here. That's probably pretty close to what we're going to need. Okay, that's making me pretty happy. I'm going to grab my stake. Okay, so we got our ulna bump there. Now what we need to do is shape the rest of it. It's not as simple as making it a U. I have to actually dish it. So come into the wooden stump here, and I'm going to use a very shallow dome here. It's tricky to get a curvature on something that's got this bump on here because it's got a lot of surface tension, wants to cave in as you roll it over there. So it's a little trickier than just bending it. Something like that. So it should fit right into that scallop there, and that is going to then land with my knuckles here and ulna there. It's the spacing is working out. It's like I knew what I was doing. Isn't that awesome? Okay, so that is basically shaped now. What I can do is get some slots into that piece. Mark my slots. Now I have to find my slot punch somewhere. Okay, so we've got some movement there. This piece is working nicely. Everything is coming together. All right, that was a quick process. That's it for now. Remember, subscribe to my channel, do all that stuff down below there, leave your comments, blah, 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 blah. We will see you next time. We're going to start working on the thumb. We are getting closer to getting this thing done, so see ya.